Hey everyone, welcome to episode 9 of A Drop of Sunshine. Today we're talking about the difference between being an energy drainer or a life giver. Purpose exists in everything and everyone. If you're listening to this right now, you're gifted with a beating heart and a very particular purpose. We were all created uniquely with gifts and talents no one else on this earth has, and one of the biggest tragedies is passing through this life without meaning or purpose. Most of us are influenced by family, friends, or other relationships on what we're supposed to do with our life or who we're supposed to be. This affects our careers, hobbies, and relationships. I don't have all the answers, but my mission is to help bring you truth and closer to your purpose, one drop at a time. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 9 of A Drop of Sunshine. I cannot believe I'm saying the words episode 9. What the heck? That happened very fast. I'm so thankful, so humbled, so happy to be here with you. If you're listening to this right now, thank you so much. All right, what are we talking about today? We're talking about being the difference between an energy drainer or a life giver. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about when you meet up with a friend or a person or whoever it is, maybe a coworker, and they just suck the life out of you every single time you hang out. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 times because we need that. We all need that time to just vent. I'm talking about every single time you hang out with a specific person, all they do is complain and just drain you. You know what I'm talking about? Like that heavy feeling? I don't know why I feel really called to talk about this right now. A lot of these episodes are very spur of the moment. It's maybe I'll just wake up with this, thing in my heart or taking a shower. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's really good. Let me talk about that. And a lot of times it's something I'm going through and I'm just preaching to myself. But I'm talking about when you meet with somebody, that person and that moment, you will never get back in your whole life. And I truly believe people are put in our lives in very specific moments of our lives. And every single person you encounter is an opportunity to impact somebody's life in a positive way. I truly believe that. And the energy, you do carry energy, and it's either positive energy or it's negative energy. And I'm going to challenge you today to be intentional with what energy you are giving to the world and giving to yourself and giving to a particular relationship. Because I truly believe that there's always going to be a reason to complain. But there's always going to be a reason to be grateful. And something I've been doing lately is sitting down every day. I've skipped a day or two, but trying to do this every single day in the midst of my screaming baby is sitting down and writing down what I'm thankful for. It could be little, it could be big, but little things, big things like I'm grateful I can walk. I'm grateful I get to work out today. Instead of I have to work out today, I get to work out today because God gave me legs and I'm healthy and my lungs and I can breathe. What a blessing that I get to work out. Some people don't have that blessing. But sometimes I don't feel like it. Sometimes when I get out of bed, it's like, oh my gosh, I just don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to move. I just want to sleep in an extra hour. And I can easily fall into that, but to catch myself, and folks, that is the key, is to catch yourself and to be intentional with every thought we have. Every single thought you can turn it into positive, and you can speak those words. When you speak those words, your subconscious digests it and it believes it, and you speak energy into the atmosphere. And there's scientific proof that our words literally move things. Isn't that crazy? What is it called? I don't even know what it's called. It's like quantum something. But there is scientific evidence. It's called crystallization. You can take 1 drop of water that's frozen and another drop of water that's frozen, and you can speak and love 1 drop. There's like scientific proof of this, okay? You can Google it. Scientific proof of speaking to 1 drop with love and nurturing it and say, you are smart, you are amazing, whatever love you have to give this drop of water, okay? I'm not even talking about a person. And then the other drop, you like smack talk it and just say you're not enough and whatever, you suck. And there is literally, I want you to Google this and look up crystallization and click on images on Google. The visual of each crystal of water, the one you loved and spoke life into, is beautiful. And the one you smack talked literally looks like crap. Why? It's the water. That's how powerful our words are. It's so crazy. And the more I've looked into this, the more truth there is, not only in researching, but like in my own life. When I think something negative, which happens every single day, I'm like, Daphne, what the heck is wrong with you? And I replace it with a positive thought and say, I get to, and what if positive instead of what if negative? Like, what if I fail? What if I fail but bounce back and overcome the storm and learn and grow and go at it again and become better? Like when I first left my job at NBC in Nashville, oh my gosh, the thoughts that went through my head. I got to my dream. This was my dream job, and it was like, oh my goodness, like the thought of leaving, this is all I've ever known is to forecast weather. Seriously, this is like what I dreamed about, what I went to school for. And I get to this place, and then all of a sudden I feel called to leave. And I do believe God had something to do with that, to be honest with you, but it was still terrifying. And I didn't know what exactly it looked like. And it was like seriously a step of faith and a step of courage. But my initial thought was like, what if I fail? What if I don't make money? What if people think I'm crazy? What if negative? And then I learned, honestly, it's really training your mind, and meditation is a beautiful thing because it trains your mind to think how you want it to think, and your thoughts become your words, which become your actions, which leads to your destiny. Like it all falls together. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I'm truly in sync with my purpose? The thing that fulfills me the most. And what if I make even more money? And what if, forget the money, what if I impact and change lives in a radical way? I mean, that's worth it. That is worth the risk. Because the thoughts of defeat and thoughts of you're not good enough do come. To me, at least. I don't know if it comes to you. Every day. I mean, the enemy's real. It's going to come at you. But are you good at dismissing it? Are you good at letting it go? So I guess I got a little sidetracked from, are you a negative? Are you a life drainer or a life giver? Because there are those people in our lives that every single time you hang out with them, and I'm not talking again about those 1 or 2 times where people need to vent, because it is important just to get, some things off your chest and just to have a vulnerable moment with someone who's listening to you, because we need that listening ear. Everybody needs that listening ear. I'm talking about people who truly all they do is complain and bring you down, and your energy is just drained. No matter how much you pour into them, no matter how much you try to uplift them, it's like they just complain and the world is out to bite them. And the reason how I've discovered this truly is by I'm going to give you an experience I had that truly rocked my world and was life-changing. When I was working at CBS in Saginaw, Michigan, I was there for 2 to 3 years, and a friend, he became a friend after the fact, but somebody reached out to me who is the chief of voluntary services at the VA hospital. And he said, Daphne, we've been looking for somebody to come visit the veterans, and we think you'd be great, da-da-da. And it was such an honor, such a privilege, needless to say, to visit our heroes of our country who fought. Talk about a life story right there. Oh my gosh. I would go in and visit these veterans, and there was a couple of veterans, I would say 3 to 5, that truly impact my life, and I honestly think about them all the time. And I'm going to give you one of them that truly impacted me. And I was visiting, and one day I said, hey, how is your day? What are you up to? Talk to me right now. And he looked at me with the biggest smile I'd seen all day. And he said, Daphne, I am having the best day I've had in such a long time. Daphne, I just got off of life support for the second time, and my leg was amputated. But I got to see my granddaughter today, and she came and she was running around in my room, and she completely made my day, and I'm so thankful. What? My jaw dropped. This guy who fought his life for our country and is now sitting in the Veterans Hospital, gets off of life support for the second time, and his leg is amputated, and he was the greatest source of joy I ran across all day. And then I went back to the station, and the amount of negative comments I heard and complaints I heard brought me down. The fact that this guy lifted me up. I was there to lift him up. And he lifted me up. He taught me something. Happiness is something you choose. Happiness is not circumstantial. Because if happiness was circumstantial, we would all be depressed. Because there's always something to complain about. But then there's, on the other side, always something to be grateful for. So, I have an honest question for you, and I'm going to challenge you. Every episode, I'm probably going to challenge you. When you're around people, when you meet up with people for coffee, when you're with your family at dinner, when you are meeting someone you don't even know in the grocery store, are you an energy drainer or a life giver? Are you a source of light or are you a source of darkness? This is a real, honest, raw question. But the beauty is, if you are an energy drainer, every single day is a new opportunity. We have that. Every single day when you wake up, you have a choice to make. I don't care how many times you've fallen, how many times you were negative, how many times you wish you could fix something that you just can't. You have a brand new day. Isn't that a beautiful thing? You have a brand new day, and you can decide in one moment that you're going to impact lives in a positive way. It could be little, it could be big. It could be social media. It could be your mailman. It could be somebody who has been bullied. It could be your boss. When your boss does you wrong, how do you respond? Do you respond with bitterness, or do you show them love, the very thing they need, and they see something in you that they don't see in anyone else? Wherever you are called to be a light. I don't care how dark it is. The darker, the better, because the darker a room is, the brighter a light is. And you, if you're listening to this right now, I'm looking you in your face and I'm telling you, you are the light. Even when you don't feel like it, even if you're not going to be there forever, you are where you are right now. And I think we can get so caught up in living in the past or living in the future, saying, I'm not going to be here anymore. Me. I'm going to complain, because I'm going to be real with you right now. When you complain, nobody benefits. In fact, ever since we were little, honestly, I believe that this world teaches us that it's all about me. And somehow, I don't know how, but somehow, everything has a negative turn on it. Have you noticed that? Seriously, like everything around us, it's like pointing fingers at everybody else, and I'm perfect and everybody else is flawed, and I get to complain because this world is for me. But when you take a step back and you realize, one, it's not about you. Two, when you victimize yourself, or when you complain, you victimize yourself, and your energy towards everybody around you in that room is negative. Nobody wants to be around anybody negative. Do you know how selfish that is? Seriously. Like if all you do is complain, I know people that no matter what they're going through, they find a reason to complain. And then the other side, I have friends and people I know, no matter what storm hits them, they find peace through the storm. They find reasons to be thankful. They find joy. Why is that? And I'm not saying it's easy, truly. I mean, how many situations have you been in life where you ask the question, why? I have many times. That's my initial reaction. Like, why? Why is this happening to me? Why not somebody else? Why am I at this job? Or why did this person cut me off on the road? Why was the cashier rude to me? Have you ever fallen into that yourself? Of course, it's easy to fall into this. But when we fix our eyes on how a circumstance is affecting us in a negative way and ask the question, why, we end up victimizing ourselves, and it quickly becomes self-centered, and everything points to this in life. So at the bottom, the bottom of this is really like being intentional. Like lately, like I'll think of something and I want to complain, and it's like almost at the tip of my lips, and then I will catch it and not only change it from why to like I get to or what if positive, but then I speak it out loud. And that is the medicine to complaining. And my gratitude list every single day. It is truly helped me, because we'd be surprised how much we have to be thankful for. Forget like career and all this stuff. Like, I have a beating heart. I'm breathing. Whoa. Right now, I am breathing with a beating heart in this season of the world. And the biggest lie I can tell myself, or you can tell yourself, is that your life is not significant. Because you have a purpose and you have gifts and talents, not for you. I'm going to be honest with you. Your gifts and talents and purpose, it's to serve other people. And when you listen to those thoughts of fear and thoughts of defeat and self-victimization and complaining, it's a domino effect and ripple effect, and it prevents you from the very thing this world needs desperately from you. This world needs what you have that nobody else in this world can offer. So if you ever have the thought that your life is not significant, I want you to think about that. You have a purpose nobody else in this world, billion people. You're one in a billion. And so you got to do everything you can to surround your mind with people and things that bring you closer to that. Because if you're around somebody who gossips and is toxic all the time, It's going to prevent you from the very reason you were created, for your purpose. And that, my friend, that is too big of a cost. So do that scan. Is this person or thing, is this good for me and my life to fill into other people? Or is this going to pull me back, and is this going to drain my energy? Do I need to make new choices with people I surround myself with? So I'm coming back to this again. I always come back to this because this has really changed my life. When you're going through a storm, when you're going through something, instead of asking, why is this happening to me? It's going to leave you debilitated. There's going to be no motion, no momentum. It's going to do the opposite of what you need to get to your vision and your purpose. You ask, because I'm telling you, there's going to be storms. You're going to fail. You're going to fall down. But the best quality you can have is to get up and bounce back. I don't care how many times you fall, how many times you fail. It is one step closer to the yes and the success. And to know that that's a part of the process, and to welcome failure. We're so afraid of failure because of how other people think of us and approval. You gotta let it go. You got to let that go. Okay? So that's the first step. The second step, what am I learning? How am I growing? And what is the next step here? And that's where my faith comes in, because I am powerless and I'm nothing without God. And I ask him, okay, what are you teaching me? How am I learning? And what do you want? What am I supposed to get out of this situation? And how can I serve you best with what you've gifted me? With my breath and my purpose. So I want to encourage you to do that when you get these storms, when you get these people in your life that don't believe in you, or are envious and don't care to cheer you on, or are just constantly negativity in your life. Like, you need discernment to realize and figure out, who and what do I need to surround myself with? And I'm not just talking about people. I'm talking about podcasts. At the start of the day, like, what are you filling your mind with? Are you filling your mind with goodness or something that is doing the opposite? What movies are you watching? What are you doing with your free time? Is it just wasting time, spending time? Or are you investing your time into your vision? Are you discerning wisely of who and what you need to be surrounding yourself with? So I hope this encourages you. Thank you so much for joining me on episode 9 of A Drop of Sunshine. And if this resonated with you, if this brought value to your life, if you truly connected with this, I want to ask you for a favor. If you're on social media, take a screenshot of this, tag me, and hashtag A Drop of Sunshine. I would love to see who it's resonated with, how these words may be impacting your life. And if you truly do love this, share it with a friend. Give me a star, give me a review. I would truly appreciate that so much. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I'm recording this at night. You might be listening in the morning, but my Noah is finally sleeping, so I can talk without any distraction. And I never want distraction when I'm recording a podcast episode. So I love and I appreciate each one of you. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I hope you're having a wonderful day and a wonderful week. I'm sending sunshine rays your way. All right, my friends, if you got something out of this message, I would truly appreciate a star, a comment, even a review. That would mean the world to me. And by the way, if you like A Drop of Sunshine and it's bringing value to your life, consider becoming a patron. By becoming a patron, you'll get personalized monthly videos from me directly to you. So super excited about this, just starting this. You can do that by going to patreon.com/A Drop of Sunshine. That is patreon.com/A Drop of Sunshine. I'll also put that link under the show description notes, so you can catch that there as well. Of course, you can catch me on Instagram, you can catch me on Facebook, and if you haven't already subscribed to my DaphneDeLorean.com website, you can definitely do that as well. Thank you all for listening. I hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful week. I love and appreciate each one of you.